Howdy, Possum Patty here, and little TT too, and this is our very first Tea Tuesday. Come on along. I am drinking a blooming tea, and this is made by Primula Tea. And this one is green tea with fresh jasmine. And what I want to talk about today, well, a few things. But the first thing is my idea for my Tea Tuesday. My idea has to do with what came from Amazon in the mail today. And I've slit the tape, but I haven't pulled it out yet. So you'll be here for the reveal. And here it is. Alice in Wonderland Mad Hatter's Tea Party. And yes, I am going to make another little golden book journal. And this one is going to be for Tea Tuesday. Now, I want to combine this with the Four Sisters Cafe. So this is a little graphic that one of my sisters made about the four sisters sitting at a table having a cup of tea. And she made this from a real photograph, back a few years back when she had the idea that we should all get together and start a tea cafe. No, that didn't happen. But I'm going to use that graphic in my Tea Tuesdays. I'm going to make a little golden book to record the teas that I'm drinking. So I'm going to save my little tea bags or the little pack that the tea bags come in, and I'll put that on the page. And then I'm going to record some things that my sisters are doing. Just, what's going on in everybody's life. Well, obviously, I can't get started until I turn this into a journal. Green tea is good. And that jasmine, this is really good. So today, I guess I'll just go over to the table and rip this apart. And hopefully by next Tuesday, I'll have the first journal page done and we can talk about the sisters. So let me just show you how I start my little golden book journals. The first thing that I want to do is take this traditional gold foil off of the spine of the book. And to do that, you need a heat gun. And as you warm up the foil, the glue comes loose and it will come off. Now you can save this strip and add it to your journal. I always say I'm going to do that, and I always forget. And I forget, but that's okay. Let's see if I remember this time. I should probably just put it in right away. Because if I get it in there right away, then, then I don't have to worry about it. So it's not warm enough yet. So see, now it's coming off. Going to be a little sticky on the other side. So this, oops, I ripped it there, that's okay. So this is a great way to preserve a little bit of the look of the traditional little golden book. All right, so I'm going to set that aside to cool, and once it's cool it won't be quite as sticky. Now I need to put this in something so little Miss TT doesn't get it. So I'm going to have to find a baggie or something to put that in. So once that is off, you can see that the book is put together with staples. So you're going to want to pull those staples out. And this is how I do it. This is not for children because I am using tools like the heat gun, pliers, and a little tiny screwdriver. I put the edge of the screwdriver under the edge of the staple. And I lift it up like that. And boy, this is a sticky tape. Just be careful when you are doing this that you do not slip and gouge your hand with the screwdriver. So always work away from your hand. So if it slips, it does not go towards your hand. So if you turn the book like that, that works really well. So try to get the staples up like that. So they're sticking straight out. That makes it a little easier to pull them through. And then you can get this started a little bit. And if it doesn't come out, you can just take a pair of pliers and pull like that. Carefully dispose of the staples. You don't want it to fall on the floor and step on it for sure. You don't want the little kitty cats or puppy dogs getting a hold of it, or little children. So just pull that out and throw it away. So we have these tools courtesy of Mr. Possum. And I keep them in here. Well, I'm just looking at my basket in front of me, and look, here's the foil from I Love You Grandma book. So now I have two of these. I'm going to put them right in front of me. Hopefully I remember to use them. So now when you take it apart, you can see that there are two signatures. Now sometimes I preserve the pages and put them in the journal in order or not in order. Sometimes I preserve the signatures and put the whole story intact in the center of the journal. I've done it many different ways, but I think for this journal, I'm going to use the pages to cut out the illustrations and use the illustrations in my journal, because this is all about a tea party, and I think this would be fun, you know, with these teapots and the little mouse. And look at that. I just think using these illustrations, look at all the teapots. I think this is going to be, aw, that's the dormouse. Yeah, so I think I'm half a cup, so he cuts the cup in half. So I think that I will be using these as illustrations. So this will be my new Tea Tuesday Four Sisters Cafe. Let's gossip about this sister's journal. And I will try and get this together, make a spine, put in some signatures, and have it ready for journaling for Tuesday. Just to recap some of my little golden book journals. This one I've finished recently, The Wonders of Nature. And this is mostly nature journaling and gardening journaling, a little memory keeping in here. And in this one, I do have the entire story intact in the center. The first signature is journaling The middle two signatures are the story. The last signature is journaling. So this one is complete, and I completed this one recently. Now my very, very first little golden book was Jingle Bells. And this was my first adventure into little golden book journals. And this was a couple years ago, and I believe this is all memory keeping. And the story is not intact in this one. You will find little pieces of the story here and there, like that picture right there. But I also used the book, The Grinch That Stole Christmas. So there's a lot of Grinch illustrations. I colored this one. I love the Grinch. And some pages from the book, like that right there. The pretty cardinals. So this is all memory keeping that I made a while ago, and you can see that's from the book, and this is from the book. So this was my very first little golden book. And I just used a few pages from the story in this one, whereas in The Wonders of Nature, very few pages, the entire story. So you can do this any way you want. Now, as soon as I finish my giant Christmas in July, December daily journaling, I'm going to be working in this one, The Colors of Winter. Has 3 signatures. I started this a while back, a couple years ago, but then I picked it up last January and started doing some winter journaling in here for January and February. But there's still a lot of pages in here that I can journal on. So there's some empty pages there. So I have a lot of room in here to do some winter, just daily journaling and nature journaling. So in this one, I just took some pages from the story and put them here and there, not particularly in any kind of order. But it kind of goes color-wise. Orange is a soft goodbye, so this is like an orange spread. And like this one's about brown cocoa, so this is with the cocoa page. And this has the mugs of cocoa on it. So this one goes by color, purple. I've got the purple page. So this one, you'll be seeing a lot of this one very shortly. And right after that one, I'll be working in this one, which I also started probably a couple years ago too. This one only has 2 signatures in it. And in this one, the story is sort of spread out through the book. But I believe I kept the story in order. So like that's the first page of the story. And then that one. And then when you get here, see the story continues in order throughout the journal. Even though the pages are not next to each other. And that involves taking the pages apart and rearranging them a little bit to get them in order. So this has the whole story in order, but not next to each other. So this one will be spring and around Easter time. So that's 2 more. And then recently, you saw me work in the I Love You Grandma, and I got the idea to do memory keeping with some old pictures of my grandmother. This one, I did not put all the pages in here. I only put a few pages here and there. Especially the pages that reminded me of my grandmother. And before that, I had put this one together. I was just so excited to get a Frida Kahlo little golden book that I put this one together right away. And I used very colorful Dia de los Muertos paper pack from Michael's because it's Mexican and she's Mexican, or she was Mexican, I should say. And I haven't decided if I just want to journal in this one or if I want to use it for memory keeping. or maybe both. But I kept the whole story of her life intact in the center. So this one has 4 signatures, 1 signature to journal with, 2 signatures from the original story, and then another signature to journal in. So I'm not sure when this one will show up. This might make even like a good summer journal because it's very bright and colorful. So this could be a summer daily after I do the Easter book. And so those 2 in this make 3, 4, 5. I got 5 to work in. With this one will be the first to finish, and then that one, and that'll leave me those 3. And then I have the 2 that are complete. And, oh, it's heavy. Pick it up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lucky number 7 little golden books. And I have a whole bunch more on the shelf. I'm not sure what I'm doing with those other ones yet. But I think I will concentrate on this. Well, not these 2. These are done. This pile, I will concentrate on this pile to get these done. So I've got 5 here that I can work in. So I just want to wish everybody happy Tea Tuesday, happy junk journaling, happy little golden book journaling. Thanks for coming along today. Bye-bye. What are you doing in the box? Do you like that box, TT?